Welcome back to the channel. Welcome to this episode of Mark's Garage. I'm here next to the Africa Twin, and I'm giving everybody a little update about what's going on with the Africa Twin because I am no longer going to keep it, and I'll tell you why in just a second, but it is getting picked up tomorrow morning. It is going back to the dealership. They're going to put it on the floor as a consignment bike for me, and that's the scoop on the Africa Twin. It is leaving Mark's Garage. All right, so what's going on with the Africa Twin? Well, I'm standing next to it. It is on the center stand, so it's a little bit higher. And I've come to the realization it's time for me to move on from adventure-style bikes, the larger adventure-style bikes. And it has nothing to do with the motorcycle. This is probably one of the best motorcycles that I've owned, but it has to do more with my chronology. So here in about a month, I'll be 66. I grew up on adventure bikes, love them. But back on May 4th, I had just gotten back from a ride. I was out in the driveway getting ready to back the bike in. I had a little bit of a balance issue because it was tall. It was a little bit windy out. When I grabbed the bike, I hurt my right shoulder and hurt it pretty bad. And got an MRI. I have a partially torn rotator cuff tendon in my right shoulder. So I'm in the middle of rehab right now. But this incident also got me to think about, you know, there's other equipment and bikes that I have that are going to be a little bit safer for me in terms of mounting, dismounting, moving around, and all of that. So I've got the Goldwing, I've got the BMW RT. They're much lower to the ground. I've got the Can-Am Spider, and I've got my little Triumph 400 Scrambler. So I'm all set there, but that's the background for you. I made a decision. It's time to move on from the big, tall adventure bikes, and I'm going to miss this. And I've done a lot to it, and it's been awesome. I did get some nice rides in. I did the first oil service on it. Everything is really good, but I'm giving it up. So thanks for listening. That's the update, and hopefully you all that have Honda Africa Twins have a lot of life left in your ability to ride this bike, but for now, mine is over. Hey Kyle.
What's up?
How are you?
Just got back from 6,000 miles on the road.
Are you kidding?
I just did California back.
No kidding. What was going on with that?
Took 6 vintage choppers out to Route 66, and they're riding them back right now.
Wow.
And there's a bunch of just random stuff in between.
Yeah, that is cool. Well, thanks for coming up today.
Oh, no problem. Working out.
Yeah, this isn't too bad. Parked here, and there's plenty of room for people to see it and go around. And
yeah, it'll be quick.
Sounds good. There's a box down here. I'll carry that down. That's the extra windshield. Right. And I've got in the back the OEM handguards are in the back. And I told John that I had all the paperwork, the extra keys, and everything in the left pannier for him. So.
Okay. Just gonna run up to the pier quick, and then we'll be taking this by him.
Okay.
Then we go home and not do anything for a little bit.
Wow. Oh man. Well, I think every time I've run into you, there's a story about maybe where you're going or actually where you did.
Yeah. Well, next one, if I call to go to Maine.
Wow.
Got another New Mexico.
I could give you a little assist if you want. Here we go. Well, there you have it. The Africa Twin that was sitting here just a day ago is gone. A new chapter begins. Mark without a adventure bike. So it's time to move forward with that. You know, I can tell you that when I first injured my shoulder, one of the very first things I thought of is, oh no, what about our upcoming trip, the Group 66 Motorcycle Club? It's got an awesome trip planned. We are leaving June 6th and we're trailering bikes to Deadwood, South Dakota, and then from there we're going to start riding into Montana and Idaho, the Beartooth Pass, the Lolo Pass. So I thought, oh, nuts. So talking to my doctor last week, he said, Mark, there's no riding two-wheeled motorcycles until you see me again, which will be June 24th. So, well, I talked to him a little bit about another machine that I had and to let him know that, hey, this will not tip over. It's a push-pull steering. So we are taking the Can-Am Spyder. And my choice would have been the Goldwing or the Africa Twin, but hey, I can still go on the trip. I can still trailer this out, so it's all going to work out. And anyway, there'll be more on that trip coming up soon.